We're going to talk about some budget busters that we've had to face over the years and how we've learned to overcome them. Coming up.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to an all-new edition of the Sunday Night Sit-Down with America's #1 money couple. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ty, and we're from hisandhermoney.com, where we're managing money, marriage, and everything in between.
The Sunday Night Sit-Down is being brought to you by our friends at Policy Genius. That's your go-to stop to meet all of your insurance needs. They have a free tool there that all you have to do is input your information and you'll get multiple insurance quotes from reputable providers to help you make an informed decision. To find out more details, all you have to do is go to hisandhermoney.com/policygenius. And of course, the link is down below in the description box.
Well, guys, we are going to discuss our budget busters and how we tackle them. But before we do, I would like to say a big thank you to Tawny from Frugal Green Girl for inviting us to take part in this collab. Make sure that you check the description box below for the other YouTubers that are participating. All right, guys, now everybody has budget busters, right? Anytime you create a budget, something seems to always come up that kind of throws you, off cycle. And sometimes you may just totally fall off the horse and never get back on, which means that you totally forget about your budget and you don't even create one. But for some people, it kind of just throws you off track just for that month until the next month comes and then you'll start your budget all over again. So there are some techniques that have helped us when creating our budget. One of our budget busters was, for most people, what is it? Food, right? Like dining out. Boy, do we enjoy going out to restaurants sometimes after church or maybe on a Saturday, just as a family, which is all great, right? Everybody should be entitled to having entertainment. You don't always have to eat at home. His and her money's not telling you, oh, you must just cook at home. But dining out always seemed like it was just a budget buster for us. Prior to creating a budget and creating systems, every time we turn around, there were transactions just coming out of our account just like crazy, and it was kind of hard to kind of keep up with. So we have decided and we have created a separate account totally earmarked for dining out. That's right. We've shared with you guys here on our channel why we have 13 bank accounts, and believe it or not, the dining account is one of those accounts. So every single month, like clockwork, a certain dollar amount goes over to that account. We have a debit card attached to that account. So anytime my husband goes out maybe to pick up food to bring home, or we go out as a family, we strictly use that account. And when the money is gone, it's gone. So therefore, it does not affect the rest of the budget.
It seemed to never fail. When we were first learning to budget, we would sit down, we would talk before the month began, we would line everything up, we'd shine it up, polish it up, the budget would be set. Then we get halfway through the month and forget that it's somebody's birthday and now we gotta buy a gift, or forget that, oh, we need an oil change, or forget that, oh, we gotta renew the vehicle registration. And it never failed, and it would be so discouraging because we put in the work, we sat down, we talked back and forth, we put both of our heads together, and we still forgot something. Well, we had to overcome that. Instead of being discouraged and saying, forget it, this budget stuff never works, I knew it. No, you just have to adjust and adjust and adjust. So how we adjusted was we created a category within the budget that we call miscellaneous for those items that we may have forgotten. And it's not has to be a huge amount. It could just be a nice small amount just to cover the mistakes, because mistakes are bound to happen. So if you want to make sure that you're not knocked off course by some of those items that you forget, simply create a miscellaneous item within your budget.
And then another budget buster of ours, it always seemed like the cars. There was always something going on with our cars, right? Maybe we needed new tires or new brakes, or the air conditioner went out. And so most times that would kind of like throw our budget off. So that's why we created and we set aside, and we always teach you guys to make sure that you have an emergency fund. We have an emergency fund set aside strictly for emergencies, whether it be small emergencies or large emergencies. You don't want to be caught off guard anytime something like that happens. If you guys need help creating an emergency fund or building an emergency fund, we created a separate video that we will link in the description box below, titled 11 Ways to Build Up Your Emergency Funds. So you definitely want to check that out. We shared a lot of helpful tips that will help you guys build your emergency fund. Well, those are just some of our budget busters and how we overcome them. What are some of your budget busters and how you overcome them? List them in the description box below so we all can learn from each other. If you all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, check us out over at our website at hisandhermoney.com and meet us back here next Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where you will see the both of us sharing with you.
And in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast. It's called The His and Her Money Show, and you can find it on iTunes or the Google Play Store, all for free. And we will keep you motivated all week long on your journey to financial freedom. So go and subscribe to The His and Her Money Show today. Well, that's it for this week, guys. It's been great. Until next time.
Bye.
Peace.